AFC play, visiting the Indianapolis Colts to close out Week 12 in the NFL. That's where we find our very own Mike Fenner with more leading into the primetime matchup for the black and gold. Mike, good evening.
Good evening, Jay, and welcome on inside here at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, where the Steelers look to bounce back from a very tough AFC North home loss, 37-30 last week to Cincinnati. The good news for Steelers fans, Pittsburgh has owned this series with Indianapolis, both in recent history and all time in this series between the Steelers and the Colts. Head coach Mike Tomlin has had very little problem going against this Colts franchise that has been dormant at quarterback. It's been a carousel act under center since Andrew Luck left town for Indianapolis. And the turmoil for the Colts all season long has been highlighted by some exodus, if you will. Frank Reich, the head coach, fired just a few weeks back. They brought in legend Jeff Saturday, a former offensive lineman here in Indianapolis with no NFL coaching experience. That took him out of the ESPN studios. He's now the head coach and has coached this team for the last 2 weeks. So there's a little bit of unfamiliarity for the Steelers defense going up against the Colts, both sides of the ball really. But when it comes down to the Steelers defense specifically, they know it all comes down to slowing down Jonathan Taylor on the ground.
Hits the hole hard. Any crease he gets, he can, take off. So we got to make sure we really bottle him up. Multiple guys to the ball.
They've been pretty competitive the last couple of games. Only lost by 1 point against Philly, who's a great team. And so, you see they have an identity to give Taylor the ball and run it and establish the run game. So we'll have to be ready in all phases. They make corners tackle, and so it's definitely a physical week for us.
By the way, Jay, we mentioned all-time, 26-6 the Steelers have owned this series with the Colts. They'll try to pick up another win in that series on the road tonight. And we'll talk offense coming up at 6:20. We've seen more of George Pickens, the rookie wide receiver, being featured since Kenny Pickett entered the lineup. Can Deontay Johnson get going out wide? That's one of the questions this Pittsburgh offense will try to answer. For now, live inside Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Mike Fenner for Jet 24 Action Sports and the Black and Gold Nation. Jay?
All right, thanks a lot, Mike. Jen, we'll toss it back over to you.